Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside is 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Power football with the run. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go to work for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
That just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so Him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Gamecocks get the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They're going to ride this running back.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man, it's Graves. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 26, it's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Gamecocks have it with a first and 10. Here's the handoff. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball on.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Feeling some heat. Dances away from 1. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that. First down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Getting some heat. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! On to attempt to try. Splits the uprights. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Albright. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Dances away. Fires downfield. It's complete.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best.
Touchdown, Bama! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Okay, ready? Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Working on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Quinn. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, and be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Catch in the middle. It's Quinn. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Here within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. A first down for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Graves. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go through and did just that.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Price. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. Complete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught in the backfield, it's Graves. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2nd down coming up. Oh, it's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
Across the 25, he's got room. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the 1st down himself.
I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Whitaker.
Man, you've created some great... Stop forcing the punt. Now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now.
First down.
Someone defend. Here soon and make a play.
Coming after it. That's caught. It's Quinn. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock. They want to just keep throwing it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Ball to try to save every precious second he can. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on second down. He's got it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve. They can to try to rally here late. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone to get the immediate dub.
And take as much pressure off of your kicker as you possibly can. You just got to wonder what he's thinking right now. Lots of pressure on him.
He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him. But great job by the defense. Rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the quarterback